You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about one of the best wide receivers I ever saw play. To be honest with you, on a skill level, top 10, probably. I think it took Sterling Sharpe much too long to get into a Hall of Fame. One of these careers that was shortened by injury, but my God, put up some numbers in a time when, you know, they were really just starting to throw the ball around. All right? I mean, it wasn't like it is now. Receivers dealt with punishment when they would go across the middle, all right? I mean, it was a different time and a different game. Now, in case you do not know this, ESPN just fired Shannon Sharpe, Sterling's brother, younger brother. And I got to tell you, one has nothing to do with the other, and I think it's kind of arrogant that Shannon believes that his firing from ESPN is going to take away from Sterling's day. Again, Sterling should have been in there 20 years ago. Seriously. But Shannon Sharpe came out on his podcast and made these comments that he actually begged ESPN to not fire him until after the Hall of Fame ceremony, until after this was done. Now, keep in mind, Shannon Sharpe is the one that got involved with this woman and all this stuff, allegedly, in this lawsuit. Now, you may see this 595 catches, 8,100 yards, and 65 TDs and think, is that a Hall of Fame career? You just had to have been there, all right? You had to have been there. 5 Pro Bowls and 3 All-Pros, and he should have played easily 3 or 4 more seasons had he not gotten hurt. 90 for 1423 at 15.8 per reception in 1989, folks. It was a different time. That was insane. You see, that 90 led the league. 67 for 1,105, 6. 108 for 1461, 13 TDs. Wow. By the way, AP All-Pro, Team 1. You see that. All right. 112 for 1,274, 94 for 1,119, 18 touchdowns in 1994. 7 seasons is all he got. 7 years. Again, one of the best wide receivers I ever seen. From a skill standpoint, top 10, probably. All right? I mean, he can't be considered a top 10 wide receiver because he didn't have the full longevity part. But just in that condensed period of time, holy hell. I don't know if people understand the beast that Sterling Sharpe was. Again, should have been there a long time ago. So Shannon made these comments.
To get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time with ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me. And I was able to
That's enough. That's all I can stand to that. All right. So he asked his employer to wait. Of course they're not going to wait. That's ridiculous. That's dumb. What I also don't see happening is I assume this will still be an NFL Network broadcast for the Hall of Fame ceremony. I don't know if it's still, it used to be simulcast on ESPN, I think. I don't know if it will or not, but what I do believe is I don't see them talking about Shannon Sharpe's personal life while they're talking when it's supposed to be about Sterling. Now, will it be rather intriguing to see if Shannon's there in the audience? Yeah, that'll be kind of interesting to see. But of course, look, and good God, you guys have seen my videos, whether it's here or over on Black and White Sports, a big channel, or Black and White Sports 2. I've got no love for ESPN at all. But Shannon Sharpe fucked us all up, all right? Allegedly messing with some old gal. You know? I mean, of course, a good business is not going to wait on this. I can't imagine that. And I've seen a few people say, yeah, why didn't they wait? Come on now. Come on now. I mean, they're fixing to start doing shows again and this and that and the other. Football season's here. Tonight, folks. Tonight is Thursday, right? Thursday. The Hall of Fame game's tonight. You know, football is here. So, yeah, they wasn't going to wait, and I don't see this thing becoming about Shannon at all. What is Rich Eisen really going to jump into Shannon Sharpe's personal struggles and start giving a lecture on Shannon Sharpe's post-playing career? No. Now, they may show talk about Shannon's on-field exploits, and he was a great tight end. No doubt about it. I mean, I'm not trying to say he's not. It's two different issues. But, no, the idea that they were going to wait, I asked them to wait. Shit. Okay. I mean, of course they're not going to wait. Dude, bruh, it's bad timing. And it's on you to lay in the bed that you made from your own actions. And that includes dealing with your brother in this. And the family. That's part of all this is the fallout. Now you're saying you talked to your brother? Your brother was cool. Okay. I mean, then I guess it's fine. Everybody moves on. Y'all move on. Right? So, I mean, the ridiculous part of this story and why it is a story is that you asked ESPN to hold the damn news. That's ridiculous. Of course they weren't going to do that. What do you get special treatment under the circumstances of your actions? Nah, bleep you, man. That's not going to happen. You got to be kidding me. That's a joke. Wow. Nonetheless, I really made this video because I wanted to show Sterling Sharpe's numbers. He was all-time badass. Again, I'm old enough. I watched him play. He was a bad, bad dude. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.